Good morning. Happy Monday. How are you today? I hope you had a great weekend. This morning we're reading Mercy Watson, Something Wonky This Way Comes by Kate DiCamillo and illustrated by Chris Van Dusen. As you recall, on Friday we learned about Mercy going to the Bijou, the drive-in theater, remember, with the Watsons. And Mr. Watson and Frank were going to get some popcorn, remember? And that's where we left off. The smell of butter was absolutely everywhere. The smell of butter was driving Mercy wild. Where was that butter smell coming from? Mercy thought she would go and investigate. There's the picture. There we go, see? She leaped out of the convertible. She moved with purpose. Was there anything more heavenly than being hot on the trail of a true butter smell? Mercy didn't think so. She trotted faster. Mercy Watson was a pig on a mission. I mean, she had a job to do. Oh, there's the back of the convertible. Remember, a convertible is a car without a top on it, or a top that you can take off. Chapter 8. Hey now, said Alfred B. Tompkins. Speaking of pigs, isn't that a pig right there? Where? Said Francine Poulet. There, said Alfred P. He pointed at the pig that was trotting past the truck. The pig had its snout in the air, just like that. The pig looked very happy. Don't you just love these pictures? I'm pretty impressed with Chris Van Dusen doing all these pictures. That, said Francine Poulet, is the pig from Decawoo Drive. I have dealt with that pig before. I wonder what a pig is doing at the movies, said Alfred P. That's a good question, said Francine. That's the kind of question that only an animal control officer like myself can answer. Fascinating, said Alfred P. Don't make any sudden movements, said Francine. She reached into the back of the truck. She grabbed her net. There she is. It's interesting that she had everything ready, didn't she? If you want to see an animal control officer in action, said Francine, follow me. Fascinating, said Alfred P. Simply fascinating. I'm right behind you. And that is the end of chapter 7 and 8. Now on Friday, you learned about Benjamin Franklin. Let's review just a little bit about what you learned. Remember, Poor Richard's Almanac was a book he wrote. We still have almanacs. Almanacs have lots of very useful information. They have a little bit of information about a lot of things. Okay, in Franklin's almanac, he had stories and poems and jokes and puzzles, lots of advice, lots of wise things, wise sayings. Very, very interesting fellow. Also an almanac, before I forget, an almanac also is very useful for telling farmers or gardeners when to plant their crops. Oh, this is the best time based on the weather and so forth. A lot of people use that. Now, how would you describe Franklin? What do you think? Wise, very smart. Certainly an inventor. He was a painter. He was a founding father. That means he helped design the government when our country was first becoming a country. He was a representative of the colonies. That means he went to work with other men, other people in making laws. He was representative of a colony. He invented lots of things. I'm telling you, Benjamin Franklin, one of the most interesting fellows I've ever heard of. Wooden swimming flippers. They're not wooden anymore, the ones we get around here. They're rubber or some sort of type of rubber. Bifocals, that's where you could see far away and close up. And I'm telling you, I'm forever grateful because Mrs. Frieder has bifocals, and without bifocals, where I can see up close, I would not be able to read at all. He had a special type of stove. He made a lightning rod rocking chair even is his invention. Interesting. One of the sayings he said, never leave until tomorrow what you can do today. That means don't put stuff off. Do your work today and get it over with. Then you don't have to worry about it. He was very well liked through the entire world, really. He had one of the biggest funerals when he died, one of the biggest funerals ever attended at the time. People rang bells, people flew flags at half-mast. That means it was halfway up the pole, and that's a sign of respect. Very, very interesting fellow. Now, today, we're switching who we're talking about. We're talking about Thomas Jefferson, another very, very, very interesting person. Remember, he was number 3 president. He is known as the author of the Declaration of Independence. You remember that the Declaration of Independence is a paper that we sent over to Great Britain that says, guess what? You're not a boss anymore. We are making our own rules. We don't want to have anything to do with you. You can't tax us. You can't do anything. We're our own country right now. And he's remembered for other reasons as well. And here's your job. I want you to listen very carefully to the video. What else is Thomas Jefferson known for? And I will see you tomorrow. Remember, I love you and I miss you. Bye.